Been dealing with, your issue for a long time. I mean, since birth, obviously, right? With your...
My Feet Are Killing Me is already a pretty disgusting show, so we decided to go ahead and find 10 super shocking and disgusting scenes from My Feet Are Killing Me. Welcome back to the Screen Cinema. Let's get into the video. Number 1. In an episode of the show, a patient, David from New Jersey, revealed he has been struggling to walk properly ever since developing a foot and nail fungus 5 years ago. He said that his feet were just a train wreck, and he was embarrassed about it. The doctor said, "I thought they were feet, not a train." Other than their appearance, David's feet cause him constant pain, and he struggles to slip his shoes on and off. As Dr. Schaefer slowly removes David's socks, the horrifying extent of David's foot fungus was revealed. His toenails have overgrown and twisted, and the skin all around the foot is dry, dusty, and flakes off in sheets. Even Dr. Schaefer is almost lost for words as he examined his feet.
As people just want to be heard.
My feet are ugly and I feel bad.
Number 2. Some people might find the episodes on the show entertaining or satisfying, but no one can deny the fact that things get dirty and some scenes are also making you feel gross. A patient named Stacy came into the show whose bottom of her right foot looked as if 2 bones were growing through the middle of it. She also had extreme bruising through to the heel. The rest of it looks like a second-degree burn with an infection. The entire thing was super gross, if it by any means got wet. The surgery involved Dr. Vincent carves out a huge chunk of meat from the bottom of Stacy's foot. Her foot looked like the inside of a jelly donut instead of a mistreated Civil War battle wound.
Worst case scenario, the toe essentially dies.
Number 3. Honestly, a patient called Morgan had more to worry about than being a 6th toe on each foot. She was over 300 pounds. She was a bit socially awkward, bearing a strong resemblance to wrestling manager Paul Bearer. She used to write paranormal erotic romance. The extra toes were really double pinkies, with each foot making a tiny peace sign on the edge. Dr. Schaefer and the other doctor treated her feet easily, but the scene was a bit disgusting.
Yes, and what this condition does is to form...
Number 4. The show does not discriminate. They have all kinds of feet. Bloated, swollen, cracking, and crusting feet. Seriously, every type of foot. It's on the show. There's even a toenail so yellow and brown that the patient looks away. Gross. A man whose feet resembled lobster claws after being born with a painful bone development disorder seeked help from Dr. Brad Schaefer. His feet were really scary.
Seeking treatment would just be...
Number 5. In the finale of the TLC series, a woman named Heather asked for Dr. Vincent's help to finally wear high heels after a lifetime of suffering from her foot. Heather reveals her leg got ground down to the point where she has no ankle. Her 2 bones were fused together, and she also showed off the massive scar on the back caused by the skin graft surgeons used to piece her foot back together.
Foot.
Well, no, I see sister.
Number 6. Jefferson, from Atlanta, who is an enthusiastic swimmer, reveals he has to wear socks while he's in the pool to hide his feet, which, as he admits, have caused him pain and embarrassment ever since he was a child. The expert unveils the swimmer's dry, curled-up toes in one of the worst cases of mallet's toe he's ever seen. His toes had curled up like alligator feet and had a life-changing surgery for it.
My brother I think he's a little scared. Okay.
She's so new.
Number 7. A patient who liked to cuddle and play footsies, but his wife wasn't having it. She loved him, but not his feet. The show does an extreme close-up of his toenails and then suddenly shares his wife's opinion. The fungus was disgusting and everywhere. It was like he had been soccer kicking piles of moldy blue cheese and hasn't washed in weeks. Ideally, this case would be solved by slapping some big Mickey Mouse shoes on him and calling it a wrap. Dr. Brad, however, breaks out a pair of toenail pliers, starts cutting, and prescribes some oral medication.
So we did get an MRI to know how deep it goes. It could be okay.
Number 8. A guy who was previously treated by the doctors came back for a repeat visit because he didn't do what Dr. Ebony told him to do. As a result, his toes looked disgusting. Very similar to Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, Dr. Ebony was not terribly upset, despite O'Shea's feet looking like they were used as models for the transformation scenes in Teen Wolf.
Like random lotions and stuff?
Random lotions, but nothing medicated. No cortisone cream, no...
Number 9. A dune buggy accident led to Zan's right big toe to bending at a 90-degree angle and caused serious issues walking. He was also a drummer, and it was interfering with his music. While we'd like them all to be straight pieces and blocks, Zan's L piece was really causing him issues. Dr. Ebony calls it a mallet toe.
Anna,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'd shake your hand, but we can't do that.
Number 10. The patient, Susan, said that her foot was a little monster, and every step she takes hurts. It looks like a bunion upon first viewing, but it could also be because her left toes were extremely pissed at her right toes. The positive to your situation is that the second and third toes were always crossed for good luck. The technical term is skew foot. The best and worst part of Susan's case is Dr. Brad's poor grasp of geometry. He kept saying the toe was literally 90 degrees, but it's really like more than 45 degrees. Regardless of the degree, he says the various parts of the toe make it a really complicated procedure.
And basically right down through the toenail because we want to salvage this good part, right? The bad part of the nail is going to be gone.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.